Have you invested based on ratings in mutual funds? Have you seen the Chrysler rating or Morningstar ratings before investing in mutual funds? And after some time, after a year or two, the rating goes down. From 5, it may be down to 1 or 2, or even it may not even be rated. So if you have experienced these kind of things in your investing in mutual funds, please watch this video. I'm just going to explain how it is done and should you follow these ratings and all, right? So hi, hello, this is Ganesan, your millionaire coach and author of the book Money Leaks. I help you in creating wealth, and I help you in making your money to work for you. And that is the reason top 5%, because in the world only the top 5% make their money to work for them, and that needs careful strategy. Either you should be in a business or you should be in investment world, and we are focusing on investment, and if you're interested, probably into business as well in the later part. Okay, so first, why rating differs in mutual funds and how it is being done. Rating differs just because the strategy differs. That is the first point in this discussion, because the AMC is nothing but the Axis or SBI or Reliance or anything. There are more than 40 asset management companies. These are also called as mutual fund companies as a layman term. In these mutual fund companies, what they do is they have a strategy and they follow that, and if the strategy works, immediately they will be on the top five and even in the top first rank. Probably that is what we are all tuned, right? We want to be in the first rank, and that's what some companies do. For example, by 2015, 16, 17 terms and all, small cap was doing excellent, and there was one company, DSP Small Cap Fund. There's one fund which did extremely well. At that time, everybody wanted to invest in DSP Small Cap Fund, and I think by 2018 or 19, they said that we are not going to have fresh SIPs just because the valuation is very high in this counter. They said when really the valuation was very low, I mean the Sensex valuation, but for them what they said is the valuation was very less in small cap sector. They couldn't find any good quality stocks. They stopped getting money, because if they start getting money, they need to deploy. For that one reason, they didn't get the money, and they said that until further notice, we are stopping the fresh SIPs, and the people who are continuing, they can do, and even lump sum investment they are stopping. And this happened almost like this is a precedence, as in my last 7 to 8 years of experience, this is the first time I had seen. So they said that they are not going to accept. Only in the last few months they started accepting money. When after a March or February fall, they started accepting money in DSP Small Cap Fund. So this is pure strategy of the DSP fund. When I checked the strategy of these funds, they clearly mentioned that whenever the market is going down in the small cap sector, not the entire broad market called Sensex, in the small cap index, if the valuation is low, they'll go and purchase. And if the valuation is going high in small cap index, they'll probably sell it off, and they won't mind, and even they will stop getting money into them, because they know they want to make sure that people are not losing money, and they follow the principles to the core. That's how the DSP as an AMC itself. But if you look at the latest, probably in the last 1 year ratings, the ratings would have gone down, because the last 1 year or 2 year returns had been lesser, and people wouldn't have invested in this fund looking at the rating, because it's not in the top 5 ratings, and probably they would have missed investing in this kind of company. And what this ensures is that the safety of investing in particular fund, and this purely depends upon this strategy of the DSP. And probably if you're not understanding this much research, probably you would have missed investing in DSP Small Cap. And sometimes it's purely fund manager conviction. There are a few fund managers who are so popular than the fund management company itself. For example, Prashant of HDFC. He is very popular because he has been managing this HDFC equity fund and balance advantage fund for a very long time. More than 15 years in this, not even more than 15, not even more than that, he has been managing this fund. And this fund manager, and he is purely, he always takes a contra approach. He purely believes in his conviction, and the fund performs. Though it lags behind most of the funds at that time in that category. For example, HDFC equity fund was lagging behind all the funds, but immediately after a certain point, it started going ahead of the race. So this is the only advantage of if you believe, but there are very few fund manager has that kind of conviction, and there are certain funds like IDFC, they follow certain convictions and purely, and I forgot the name, the Anup Bhaskar. So he is one of the person I know. There are few fund managers we know. They have a conviction with the market, and they do that. And people also follow, who are ardent followers of fund managers. So this is one thing, and you don't need to believe exactly, but this works. If you believe in the fund manager, you should be following what they are doing. You should be analyzing what they are doing. Okay. And change in fund manager, for example, at certain period of time, DSP BlackRock, earlier it was DSP BlackRock small cap fund, and BlackRock moved out of the fund management company and they wanted to separate, and DSP BlackRock become DSP. At that time, so many exits were happening, and even this fund manager was monitoring the DSP small cap. He moved out of this fund, and at that time there might be a drop in the fund returns, and if the returns has been lagging for a very long time, a company will change the fund manager, and that will exactly work for the fund. And these are certain management decisions. This works even in the stock market. If the stock is not performing continuously for a very long period of time, it means that the company is not introducing or launching any new products or services, and that is the reason. If you look at Infosys, we had so many changes in the last few years, and even recently we had a huge change just because of the whistleblower issue, and even before that, and after that, because of the conviction in the top management board, the people started investing in the money, and the company started going on. It went below 600 points, and now it's around 950. Look at the conviction in the last 6 months, because this company is very huge. The management, more than the CEO or anybody, the management who are at the top, they are much bigger, right? So this is one important point. And again, it's a choice of the AMC. Finally, this is also one point where you don't need to be in the top 5, you don't need to be in the top 1 position, top 1, 2, 3, but they are happy with the top 10 or top 5 position, and they know that what they are doing is they're not very aggressive. You don't need to be very aggressive I had a discussion with one of the fund managers of the fund house, and I just got reminded of the class students. Like, there will be average students, there will be top aggressive students who used to get 1, 2, 3 ranks. They may not go beyond that. They will be in the top 3. It will be like the round robin circle. But there are people like average people. We can't say average, but the people who comes in the between the 5 to 10, and they will be occupying in the same rank. Sometimes they will go beyond the 10th rank, but they will be in the position like 4th rank to 10th rank, or at the maximum 15. They can't go they won't go beyond these rankings. And when I was having an interaction with one of the oldest AMC, and that fund manager said that he was pushing me to do more of this fund, and I said, why this fund is not in the top 3? And I had seen for a very long time, and the returns had been average, and how can I go and tell to the client that, because they are expecting the top 5 ranks, top 3 ranks. And he simply said that we don't expect to be in the top 3. We want to be in the top 5, so that the returns are moderate but safety is ensured. For them, safety is a priority. They doesn't want to be in the top 3, because if you are in the top 3, you need to be very conscious of the returns, and you need to be very conscious of what is happening in the market and all those stuff. And you need to be aggressive at time for investing, so that the returns are made, even a debt portfolio or equity portfolio, right? So this fund management company are very clear that they want to be moderate, so that they are not taking huge risks, so that they are in the top 3. And that is the reason some companies will never be in the top 3 position, but they are very average. And for people who are beginners in stock market investment, it is best to choice to look at these kind of investment, these kind of mutual funds houses, and they can invest. The volatility will not be there. I had even monitored these funds. If you look at the volatility, if it is a very aggressive fund, it will be very high when the market is going up, or the particular small cap or mid cap is going up. But when the mid cap and small cap is crashing in stock market, even at that time, if the fund is able to withstand, that is the quality. But these funds, if it is aggressive, they'll go up, they'll go down, and it will be like this chart ratio. If you're not following all these fund houses, it's difficult to invest by yourself. And the best thing to do is choose the fund which is very moderate and which is giving a moderate returns. I'm not saying very bad, moderate in the sense, if it is aggressive, it can be 15% if the market is doing extremely good. If it is moderate, at least between 10 to 12%, and it won't give you a heartaches. If you're a first time investor, you can consider this point. And there are fund houses like Axis. Recently they are not investing in they are not investing all their money. They are holding so much cash. because people are investing in Axis because in the last 2-3 years they had increased the brand image because of the returns they made and because of the new launches of the fund, which was really good. And they have launched Axis long-term equity, which is really good for the in the tax saver section, and some growth opportunity fund which invest in US market. And now they are coming up with new NFO called Alpha Fund, which invests across the global market, and it's a fund of fund offer. Anybody can invest in SIP mode. They can take advantage of investing in US, UK, or any developed market and emerging markets. And this is one thing which can be in your portfolio. And this is a choice, and having cash is a choice. And there is another argument which people say that if you're having so much cash, people at that time the returns might not be good in the next 6 months to 1 year. That is true, but they have a conviction that the market is very high, and that is the reason they are not investing their entire amount. If market crashes, you should catch the opportunity, right? So that is the reason they are waiting with so much cash in their hand. You can check all these things, whatever I am saying, you can check all these things in the fact sheet. Every fund house will give the fact sheet for free. You can download it from the websites, and it's very easy to do all those stuff, right? So if you are very conscious of investing by yourself, these are the things you should know. Don't go by the pure rankings alone. You can easily go and book your appointment. I can let you know, like, it's a 15 minutes free consultation. You can book your appointment and let me know what you want to do. Either you can invest, or if you already invested, is it doing really good? And you may be confused whether should you continue your investment in the current scenario because market is very high and I just started and the returns are negative. Whatever running in your mind, just you can ask me, post your questions to me so that I can clearly explain what is happening in the market, right? So if you feel you need a help and you need a discussion, please go and book your appointment. It's a 15 minutes free consultation. Just go and book your appointment. I can answer your queries. Thank you so much. If you had understood this video, if you feel that the video is good, please click the like button and share this video with your friends so that let them also know how going behind rating is not going to be helpful for them in the long run. And what will help them is checking the quality of the fund, how long they have been in the market. Probably I can do another video. I don't want to confuse you guys. There are people who just go behind rankings. They choose the rankings which might be good in this quarter, in this June to September quarter, but in the next quarter there will be another company, another mutual fund house which will come at the top just because of certain other qualities, and it keeps changing. The number one rank always keeps changing, but the quality of the fund stays if you are choosing based on the quality, what kind of returns you want and what is your financial goal. Hope you are investing based on that. If you need a clarity, you can ask me that also during the free consulting session. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video with your friends, and if you need anything to be discussed, please put it in the comment section so that I can answer your queries and I can do a video. Probably it can be a bigger lesson for someone new who wants to invest in mutual funds or stock market. Thanks for watching today's session. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow with yet another video on money, stock market and mutual funds. Thank you so much.